One thing I love about this skit between Jay and Ernestine, I picked up a few things in this here skit. First thing, I love the way that, it starts out they playing the legacy cards, her and Bree. And I think Bree has been one of those good friends in Skitlanta. They scared me for a minute there because I thought that she was going to start liking Jay or whatever, but I'm glad they didn't let that happen. And I'm glad they're letting some of the female friendships stay pure and not be contaminated by, the homegirl wanting the man and stuff like half of the women in Atlanta that they're portraying right now. So, and I'm trying not to give y'all just all boo view. Hey man, that's a little better now. But there were a few nuggets, amen, in this watermelon skit as I call it. The first thing, when he brings the watermelon over, Jay is getting very, very comfortable with nurturing Ernestine. I like this because when they were actually married, and they went through with the full divorce. So they're working, he's trying to be there for her after Mama AJ passed. Rest in peace, Mama AJ. And he's really been there, and I feel like her spirit is there with them in Skitlanda. Of course, it's not real life, but I do feel like her spirit is still in that skit. So, with that being said, when they were married, if you guys recall and go back, and I might do some rewinds on that. I need time. I think I'm just going to spend some time these next few days. I got out last night for a friend's birthday party. But I think I'm going to spend some time this week getting back into my rewinds. Because when we first seen Ernestine and Jay, Ernestine was so demanding. Like, she was the man in the relationship. You didn't see a lot of Jay doing what he's doing now, which he was in his own masculine and being the man of the house and nurturing her. She used to kind of like tell Jay what to do. And now you see this soft side of Ernestine, not probation officer, hardcore, this is how the family should be run. You see her just really embracing her femininity and being a woman. And I think that's how Jay got her. J-Mo got her in the first place. And we could even say the character X got her in the first place is because they basically were more dominant and kind of forced her to walk into her feminine energy. And that's what she needed. When Jay was letting her run over him, amen, he wasn't allowing her to be a woman. So now we're seeing this soft Ernestine. She's smiling. She's happy. She's allowing him in this vulnerable state. She's allowing him to be a man. And I think Jay's enjoying being a man. And I think that's what's ultimately going to turn him away from Nadia. Because Nadia got Jay in a vulnerable stage where he needed to be led. He needed somebody to help him get on track. But now we see him really being a man, chopping down trees, cooking for her, but even the cooking for her, it's a masculine energy with that, if you get that. Ain't nothing to me. I love a man who can cook and cooks for me. That is just like so intimate. Some of the best memories of my life, like with a man, is like he used to cook for me. That was the most romantic thing ever. And like I said in other in other commentary, whatever, I am a sapiosexual. So I like those things that make me think. I like for a man to speak to my heartstrings. I like the nurturing part of it all. It has nothing to do with money, things, or even looks, even though I like them to be easy on the eye too. But it's just something about a man that cooks and nurtures you and treats you like his baby. It just brings out that feminine energy in you. And I think we're about to see that. So let's get back to the watermelon. So the watermelon has a lot of different, gems was dropped in this here skit. One gem that was dropped is when he brings her the watermelon. He cuts her out the first piece, putting her first. asks her how it is, and then he gives one to Bree when she asks, and then he eats it. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you what my grandmama told me. If y'all didn't know, I know watermelon season almost over because we're going into the fall and the winter. But you know that rind, that white part of that watermelon. My mama and grandmama said that's natural Viagra. Amen. Y'all hear me? The natural Viagra, or Viagra, is natural. That white part for the man, yeah. So that's symbolic number one. We've seen Dre eating that watermelon rind down to the white meat. Tip number two, this gonna be some crossing of the line that's gonna happen soon. He told her, then she bites. She said, "Oh, this sweet," and then he says, "Not as sweet as you." Sign number two, some crossing of the line gonna take place real soon. Then as they continue to eat the watermelon, Ernestine says, "It's dripping." Amen. That was number three. Sign number three. It's gonna be some crossing of the line happening between her and Jay real soon. Amen. And it's okay, because what God put together, no man shall put asunder. You see this, a lot of people don't talk about it, but I've known people to remarry their spouse, divorce and remarry 3 times. It happened in my family 3 times, divorce and remarry. Now the last time, third strike, he was out. Amen. He was out on that third strike. But when you really love somebody, I feel like you may go through hell and back. Ernestine was the first to cheat. And we got to remember in Skidlana, we got to stop giving women passes. And I don't think a lot of us give Ernestine a pass, because she cheated multiple times on Jay before he clapped back. But we have to remember, these women got to be held accountable too when they cheat. But I still feel like in marriage and even in love, if you truly, it's like the Whitney Houston song say, when somebody loves you, won't they always love you? And that's one of my favorite songs. Where do broken hearts go? I feel like if you really love somebody, and especially from the man perspective, because a lot of times a woman will fall in love with a man for whatever reason. When you really love somebody, I feel like if you do let it go, and it comes back to you, it's yours forever. And I feel like that's what love is. Love is not easy. Love is not everything goes according to how you planned it. And I'm not talking about an abusive relationship or anything like that. But if you love somebody and y'all broke up because of circumstances, because of stuff that maybe you were young, maybe you were dumb, maybe whatever. Sometimes you have to get away from the situation to realize what you had. And I think that's what we're going to see with the Jay and Ernestine skit. They went through all these things. They've said mean things to each other. They've said hateful things to each other. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's a love story. Like, love is not easy. It's not, but it's kind and it's gentle. And sometimes people get married, especially at early ages or younger ages. They get married because they got the person pregnant, or they got married because, oh, this person has done so much for me and it's just the right thing to do. But they get married because all of my friends are married, so let's get married. But if you got married for love and things happen, a lot of times we call our grandparents or people back in the day, oh, they were just staying because they had to. Did they stay because they had to, or did they vows mean something when they said for better or for worse? And that worse, if you love the person, you should be able to get over or get past that worse, because it's going to come. And I know they say in the Bible that one reason you can divorce a person is for cheating. And that may very well be true. But I feel like Because somebody lay down with somebody, amen, that's a physical act. It's not necessarily an emotional act of love. But we gonna see where this goes, because I don't want to tarry long on this skit. The skit was only 3 minutes. I've been talking for 10. But let's just look at the nuggets of this and the symbolism of this. And don't forget about this watermelon, y'all. I think this watermelon finna get some crack-a-lackin'. Especially when she said it's dripping. Hey, man. And he was on that vine. I'm saying natural Viagra. It's natural Viagra, y'all. But I'll talk to y'all later, and we go play around with these different things, y'all. I'm eager to really get into the videos of it all, and God, we got something special coming up Sunday. Riri going live with the best to do it. I'm gonna drop the name this week. It's gonna be live on Sunday with the best in the game, the best to do it, person who encouraged me to get on here and do it. We gonna drop the name later on after we see the deal, but it's more to come, y'all, in this Skitlanta land. And we are a community, and we are family. And if you click, share, and subscribe, and if you subscribing to Riri, you're a real one. Because that's the name of my subscribers. We the real ones. We go tell it like it T.I. is. We go walk into our destiny. And we go hold on and see what the end gonna be in these Country Wayne skits. And I'll talk to y'all later.